Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ian Utilli. I am one of the co-producers at NFT.NYC, and I'm excited to share a conversation with you. Now, I'm going to have this conversation. I'm going to learn a ton.
Well, hello,
I'm looking
everybody.
forward to that. And you get to join in. Of course, there's comments. You can ask questions, and our team sees that. But we like to do this every year before our big event. And so, Yoshi, I'm very happy that you're a part of our event. Thank you for that. And it's good to spend time with you here in this kind of one-on-one format without thousands of people around us at the event. So could you please introduce yourself to folks that don't know you and know kind of what you do at Atlantic Records and Warner Music Group and other spaces in the NFT land?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Yoshi Kondo. I'm at Warner Music Group, Atlantic Records as an A&R. And I do a little bit of work with Wax.io, the blockchain that I use. And also I'm a founder and face for Yoshi Drops.
Can you tell us a bit about Yoshi Drops? I feel like Yoshi Drops is like, well, your name is amazing. And so Yoshi Drops just kind of like, it's this, every time I would hear it when I didn't know what it was, I'm like, well, what's that? That sounds like something I should be a part of. What's Yoshi Drops? So tell folks.
It's very Web3 sounding name. Yeah.
Glad to talk a bit about that. Yoshi. We can talk about Warner as well, but please talk about Yoshi Drops.
Sure. Definitely. Yoshi Drops started last year, exactly a year ago, as a simple, music NFT collectible onboarding Web2 artists to Web3 type of like initiative rather than a collection or company. But as time passed, as you guys know, Web3 in 1 year is like 50 years, right? So the time passes and, it evolved into something more meaningful or something more bigger. I don't want to use the word bigger, but, I'm enjoying the experience and, people I build with, the community-driven project. I think that's what I'm really excited about and, want to share with you guys.
When you first started doing Yoshi Drops, there was a lot less collaborative ideas around music. Like there wasn't much diversity in music NFTs. Can you just tell us a bit about kind of your journey as you first entered the NFT space, passionate about music, your background in music development, artist development, and then how things have progressed and kind of the diversity that you see in the industry today?
Sure. I started as a recording engineer, not with, Atlantic Warner, but my passion was in creating music. So I used to love recording artists where, it's a niche business, but at the same time, it's an important part of the music business, right? Everybody just goes to see artists in the stage or complete songs. And, there's a lot goes behind it, as, promotion wise, marketing wise, of course, like recording the sound techniques and all that stuff goes into to make the artist famous. But I always loved that part of the business creative part. So when I first learned about blockchain and NFT, I always know about blockchain, the name and what it is, and Bitcoin, like 2013, 14. Yeah, but I was never a investment type of mind person. I always wanted to create music, and I didn't really care about anything else besides that. So but when NFT word was throwing around a lot last year and I realized what it can do for music industry, I immediately jump on because at that time I still am a A&R for Atlantic Records, and it's important for me, one, scaling of the business, and two, bringing talent into business space. And all those made sense using NFT. And at that time, no one was really looking at it. It was like February last year. So people just catching up with the word NFT. No one really knew how big it will become or how long it's going to stick around. So obviously it's not going away anywhere. As we both know, the NFT.NYC is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So I was just excited and just fascinated the fact that how technology like that can like be a part of in the music business. And, I still am trying to figure it out. It's a lot of hurdles and challenges are there. But it's exciting and fast moving space. So it's a lot we can talk about.
What's the perspective of Atlantic Records, Warner Music Group, and what was their perspective when you kind of came into the space, and how has their perspective changed? And, because they're a huge organization that has been, supporting artists and telling the world about great art in the music space for a long time. So tell me a bit about that journey for your perspective on Warner coming in and the development of.
Big labels are like, it's three big labels, right? Warner, Sony, and Universal Music Group as far as music industry goes. Right. It looks like they just getting a handle on what NFT is, and you start seeing like a little bit of interview. Sorry, my son. So a little bit of what I was talking about. Sorry. A little bit of a like rushing kind of feeling is going on, but big companies like those are not, not stupid, I guess, like the word is not. They know about blockchain and NFT for years, like 5, 6 years, maybe 7 years, right? It's just that it's a lot of moving parts, right? It's not just like t-shirt business where like you print a t-shirt and you sell. It's kind of straightforward. But if NFT is the asset itself, and also it's being traded by the cryptocurrency which is very new, and also it's DeFi, and also it's it's just too many moving parts for just one company who's consumer product facing to intellectual license. I guess those are the big business for labels, right? Because those companies are just like moving around in that really, really new industry / hyper. I don't know the word for this, but like it's just moving too fast. And you see how like banking and finance and those people are kind of like taking a step back as well. How the XRP and the lawsuit things are going, and it's got a lot to do with federal monetary system, and that part, that aspect of it. It's just, I wouldn't use the word risky, but it's too gray, too zone. The space is too gray, right? So like it's really hard for like old and established business to keep in their business model as is now, the parts of making money, at the same time explore a very new innovative space. So as far as like what people see, it just looks like it's just moving too slow, and it is moving slow for crypto's sake, but it'll catch up. And once people in general are more acceptable about crypto and NFT world, and then it will gradually become more mainstream. It just takes time.
The title of your talk at NFT.NYC this year is Blockchain Game and Future of Gaming Industry. So obviously it's not just music that you're fascinated with. I want to read the description of your talk, because I found it really compelling. Despite mostly being known for their capacity as works of art, being NFTs, you believe NFTs will add value to everyday items, essentially digital certificates of authenticity powered by blockchain technology. NFTs could also serve this purpose for retail goods and, of course, the gaming industry. Do you want to share a bit about your perspective on the future of the gaming industry and how NFTs impact that? And if you think there's music crossover in terms of how the gaming industry and the industry work together in the NFT world?
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. I want everyone to looking at it right now or seeing us in the future, this video clip, like I want everyone to know, well, you guys always should know, NFT is not JPEG that you can trade. Like NFT is the utility. NFT is a cloud computing, right? It's that flying computer. So it was, you can do anything on it. Like that's what NFT is. So, we still in a phase of like the business where everyone, a lot of people look at an NFT as like tradable, collectible, computer pictures or music. Or yes, that is correct too. But I think nitty gritty of it all is, NFT is the utility. And, I hear people talking about, oh, what utility that has, or what utility that NFT comes with. It's like, it's a utility. It is a utility itself. And then, there's so much we can do with it. And I can't wait to see all that changes will happen in the next few years, and front end and a back end. So a lot of people will see things they know turn into NFT. That rather comes slow, but I'm more excited about, back end of like supply chains, or how the, things will move around, or logistics, or, insurance, or those type things.
Right.
Very excited.
Well, talk a bit about, maybe we could wrap the conversation here. Talk a bit about your anticipation for NFT.NYC. It's coming up in less than 2 months. What are you looking forward to? Why are you dedicating time to be there? Why come and speak? I mean, give us a little insight in terms of what's the draw, and why have you enjoyed that community that we've been able to gather together on a regular basis?
Yeah, so I have one mentor. His name's Dior Cohen, right? He's a music tycoon where he turned hip hop into the name we all know today. And I have a lot of respect for him. But he told me when I was, young kid, 19 years old, he always told me that you gotta look for culture shifting. You gotta look for something exciting, right? That's how he got his, success, or coming from when hip hop in 90s was, bubbling up and then getting exciting. He just saw firsthand, like, this is gonna be something life-changing for a lot of people, right? So he stick with it. And I see the same thing in NFT space. Like, I know for sure in my heart that it's gonna change a lot of people's life, and it's very exciting, and the people in there are fun and helpful, right? So I never want to leave this space. And it's more like, it's more of like, I want to be here rather than what can I do, So like, I'm not letting that go until, everybody say, Yoshi, you're right about this 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Yeah, like, I'm right now, right? So Aaron and I are just having fun. So
Right. That's right. Well, thank you for jumping on with me. I imagine I could talk music NFTs forever. I actually, in a past life, I had a commune. 30 musicians lived at my house, and we traveled around the world at 200 concerts and 4 albums. So like, I could just geek out.
So let's do Yoshi drops. Let's come
should.
in, right? I'm at the big company, and obviously, what looks like we're gonna do something together. And so it's like, just come in, because I want Yoshi drops to be the space for all who loves the music dearly, as much as I do. It's like almost a sickness. It's like, if you love so much, just keep doing it, right? So yeah. I want the Yoshi drops for people like that to be, just to be there and have fun, and you don't have to feel bad that you're not the star.
If somebody like myself are interested in collaborating with Yoshi Drops, what's like step number one? Reach out.
Okay, step number one.
Yoshi Kondo on Twitter and start a conversation, or is there a place to go to for fun?
Yeah, you can do that. I'm always on Twitter. Yoshi YK sign, DM me, whatever it feels like. As far as it's about music, I'm replying in like 2 seconds. But if you want to get it started, just go to yoshirecords.com. yoshirecords.com, and then it's just a form that you can fill up, and then I'll send you an agreement. It's short. It's just saying, I'm going to use your music and on an NFT, and then you get me one, and then we just roll it out like that.
Love it. Well, we certainly are grateful that you're a part of our event. The community is better because of you. We're also thankful that for large organizations like Warner coming in and being a part of this, it takes everybody, right? It takes collaboration to really develop everything. As you and I were talking before we went live, right? We're like in the 3rd trimester of the womb. Like, the industry's not even
yeah, exactly.
Right? So there's let's
put Warner logo everywhere. Like, it just let me.
Exactly.
I'm happy to rep both. Yeah.
And for anybody watching us live, hello. Thanks for joining us. If you see the archive, glad you found this conversation. And I'll be back again with another one very soon. Yoshi, thank you for your time. All of us at NFT.NYC on the team and the community, we appreciate you and your contribution to our industry.
Thank you for having me. Just tell me you want free NFT. I got you.
He'll get you if you want a free NFT. I mean, how can you not want that?